why do the figures being thrown from the tower seem as though they have prepared for their fall? And I'm going to call on Marie for this one.
Sage, can you switch back to the cards?
Oh, yes, I will. Thank you.
That's because they weren't thrown, they jumped.
They weren't thrown, they jumped.
And they jumped because they committed. So just committed. They committed to taking the leap, to taking the challenge. So that's what happens when we're on the tower and we have a challenge and we have to either stay in that tower or get hit by lightning, which is the challenge of the cosmos, or the law of the cosmos says that when I nudge you and you don't do anything, I could kick you, make you fall from the tower, but you'd hit your head and you'd still be suffering, and technically you'd still be on top of the tower because you haven't taken the leap.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't committed. So the ones that we see here, because of the way that they're dancing, they're not falling on their head. They're moving with the whole action of falling. And so they're committed to whatever it is that they're facing. And they're doing it, if you notice, they're all in different positions. So they're doing it their own way, in their own individual way, based on their individuality, their experiences, their spirituality, and everything that they are. But it's a full commitment, and when you're fully committed, that means 100% or 120% of yourself is involved in what you're going through.
Beautiful.
So, want to pass the skull to Wen.
I said, this is the great moment, and that the scared or afraid part of them was left behind in the tower. And so the part of themselves that falls or jumps is free, and their remaining self as they leave that part behind in the tower is fully congruent and ready for what's next. Has that been three of us? That's two. Okay.
That's two. One more.
Okay, Victoria.
So why do the figures being thrown from the tower seem as they have prepared for their fall? They knew they felt that they were falling, and they knew it was time to leap. So they knew they were leaping into their next level of awareness, consciousness, abundance, and miracles along their journey. Along with me. My husband said one of them was doing a, what do we call it? A layout backflip.
Yes, that is correct. I can tell you know something about gymnastics.
No, I don't. Not really.
So you're passing it back to me?
Yes, back to Sage.
Thank you. There's very little to say aside from that, except for the fact that it's a piece of wisdom that a friend of mine says, and he says, well, if I know that things are going to blow up anyway, I might as well have the pleasure of initiating it myself.
Take that job.
Yep. So, and when you initiate it yourself, you're prepared for the lightning strike, and you probably have practiced your layout backflip beforehand, and you can be a little bit more graceful exiting the tower than if somebody else blows it up.